Yeah, maybe one day you'll awake, or maybe you're already awoken, but don't run away from the truth. We need the truth. Don't run away from the truth. Yeah. Hang in there. Run the race all the way to the end. Run the race all the way to the end. Spending money not the only thing we need to do. Giving money to the poor is what we need to do. A lot of lies in this world, but we need the truth. I know you run away, but we need the truth. I know you want to run away, but we need the truth. It's like we living in the cage, living in the zoo. Why you want to run away when we need the truth? Why you want to run away when we need the truth? And we're back. Welcome to Real TV. This is Michael Israel here. Thank you for joining in. Today it is 7:55 Eastern Time, USA. This is going to be a quick show, but I want to touch on it. I've spoken about it before, but I want to make a show that's solely about this topic. All right? So the topic of today is black people are supposed to wear a particular type of clothing. When I say black, I've broken this down in many shows, but when I say black, I mean the enlightened, the ones who are spiritually striving to be one with Yahweh. I'm talking about the Israelites. I'm talking about us Hebrews, the real Jews. All right? That's what I mean by black. The righteous is also included with this. I don't know who all the righteous people are in the world, but those who are, you know what I mean, the righteous, all right? But in particularly, I'm talking, this is for the blacks, this is for the Israelites, this is for the Jews, the true Jews. I have videos breaking down who the true Jews are, who the true Hebrews are. But as a refresh, if this is your first time tuning in, be sure to read Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 will give you the whole breakdown of who we are and how the history has been hidden away. But since we are in the age of Aquarius, and this is the age of information, hence the Aquarius sign is an air sign, and when we speak, our voice projects in the air, vibrations project in the air. The entire sound projects in the air. Hence, this is the age of communication, the age of information. That's why you're going to see a lot of videos about the truth overall, about many different topics. And as I mentioned, always about the truth. Of course, truth seems stranger than fiction, but the true fact of the matter is that silence is betrayal. If you know the truth and don't say the truth, then the blood is on your hands. So I pass this baton to you that you may pass the truth to someone else. All right, so we're going to jump into it real quick and try to make this a very, very short show. We're going to read from the book of Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. The Most High was speaking to a particular group. All right? It says, speak to the Israelites. Speak to the Israelites. He's talking to a particular people. Once you find out who the Israelites are, you'll understand what this is all about. All right? And say to them throughout the generations to come, you are to make tassels on the corners of your garments with a blue cord on each tassel. That's the New International Version. I just want to break it down for those who are reading that. I actually go to the root. I go to the first translation from when the Hebrew was translated into English, and that is the oldest version, KJV, King James Version. So if you have an NIV, I highly suggest that you donate it, give it away, or keep it, but just put it to the side. Let it dust, and get yourself a KJV. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the KJV. Same book, same verse. Numbers 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes on the borders of their garment throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribband of blue. A ribband of blue. So at the bottom of our garments, we should have been wearing, not just back then, but all the way now, for all of our generations, blue tassels at the bottom of our garments. And a blue ribband at the bottom of our garment, all the way around. All right? So I'm saying that because today while in the city, I notice at a lot of storefronts, it seems as if tassels and fringes are the new fashion frenzy, or at least one of the fashion frenzies of the year right now. I'm sure in your local city, you may see the same. But here's the thing. The tassels and fringes that you're seeing in your local city, and which is also in mine, is that you're going to see tassels that are of many colors. Yellow, blue, pink, green, red, white, gold. You're going to see all types of tassels. And they are not all at the bottom of the garment. They're at the middle, they're at the top, they're on purses, they're on earrings, they're on dresses, they're on shorts, towels, swimsuits, you name it. It's on everything. The devil knows the word of God. Satan knows Satan knows the word of the Most High. All right? He knows the holy word. So he flips it. This is a time where a lot of enlightenment is coming throughout the world. The truth is coming out. And to hide the great deception, one of these great deception, Satan has made it his duty to make the tassels and fashion become the next big thing. But the Most High was very, very clear about his instruction. He didn't tell us to put rainbow tassels at the bottom of our garments. He didn't tell us to put red tassels at the bottom of our garments. The Most High said blue tassels or a ribband of blue at the bottom of our garments. Not the top, not the middle, nothing like that. So this is why the black people are supposed to wear a particular type of clothing. I ask that the Most High guide you in this understanding, and that you continue to awake and help others. So be sure to get the word out, and try your best to do what's right. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and finish the show with this, like we try to do most shows. So, not on the mainstream news. Let's go ahead and get to that. We got a lot of goodness, a lot of crazy things that's going on right now, and I think you want to hear it. So before we get started, I just would like to say thank you. Thank you. Y'all are far too kind. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're back. You know, as I say always, at least I try to reach out to y'all and let you know. Thank you again for tuning in. This is your first time. If you haven't subscribed, why not? So we're going to go ahead and lead into not on the mainstream news. Some of these topics, or most of these topics, may have made it to your local news station, but this is just what I like to call my show here, this particular part of the show. So, oh goodness, it reads, this is not too long ago, this is coming from July 4th this year. All right, mainstream media is now advocating All citizens spend time in prison as service to country. Wow, this is pretty deep. All right, corporate media achieved a new level of absurdity last week when Jesse Ball, writing for the Los Angeles Times, suggested that every American be required to spend a stint behind bars every 10 years as a variable guarantee to improve conditions of incarceration in the United States. In the piece titled "Everyone Should Go to Jail," say once every 10 years, Ball writes, a notable demand that is made upon citizens of the United States of America is that of jury duty. Although many despise, hate, and avoid it, there is a general sense that the task is necessary. We believe a society is only just if everyone shares the opportunity of guilt. To this demand of quote-unquote jury duty, I would like to add another, and in the same spirit. I propose that all citizens of the United States of America should serve a brief sentence of incarceration in our maximum security penitentiaries. This service, which would occur for each person once in a decade, will help ensure that the quality of life within our prisons is sufficient for the keeping of human beings. Without foreknowledge on length of stay and other details, citizens would languish behind the same bars as convicted criminals under Ball's proposal, albeit in the section separated from offenders, assumably not to... goodness, it reads on, but need I say more? All right. It's crazy, right? So, I'm not even surprised by this, and the fact that they probably would take this seriously. But the crazy part about it is this. That's like saying that every female should experience rape every 10 years and every man should contribute to rape a female. That's like saying that the woman needs to know what it's like to be a victim and the man needs to experience remorse. That's crazy, man. What's going on, man? It's a very crazy notion. It's insane. You know what? If they want to set this up, how about all the judges, the politicians, the lawyers, the policemen? How about they go first? How about that? I ain't going. Forget all that, man. They crazy, man. All right. Also, moving right along. Coming from the New York Magazine. Get ready. Not on the mainstream news. Someone has invented snortable chocolate. Great for partygoers to dance the night away. Say hello to Pocahall's new hardcore cousin, Coco Loco, a cocoa powder you snort like cocaine that's unlikely to be approved by the FDA for foreseeable future. It's the doing of a dietary supplements company called Legal Lean, which is also the name of the first product created 100% legal version of the lean, a recreational drug made from a prescription strength cough syrup. Just pour up a deuce is marketing material encouraged. Nick Anderson, the creator, says the idea came to him after discovering a chocolate snorting trend that's popular in Europe right now. At first, I was like, is this a hoax? He tells the Washington Post, and then I tried it, and I was like, okay, this is the future right here. Coco Loco 10s cost $24.99 and come with 10 servings. The name, of course, is fairly bald attempt to entice fans of the OG Four Loco, a.k.a. the blackout in a can version. Anderson explains that it took him several months of sniffing various stimulants or just burned too much before finally settling on the current set of ingredients: raw cocoa powder, ginkgo biloba, taurine, and guarana. It goes on to read more. By the way, they put taurine in this stuff. And we're going to deal with the rest of it. But taurine is bull sperm. Look it up. Taurine. The stuff that's in your Red Bull. Taurine is bull sperm, y'all. This is crazy. For one, why would you want to sniff anything? Put anything to snort. You ever went to the pool and got out the water and the water just get up in your nose? You're like, you know what I mean? Or go to the beach and the water's in your nose, the water just I'm not sniffing nothing. And then the loophole is this. They starting off with chocolate and call it 100% cocoa, knowing good and well people going to be goddamn going slipping some real cocoa up in that thing. And then saying that it's chocolate and blame it on the chocolate. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, moving on. Not on the mainstream news. NASA scientists, get ready for this. NASA scientists claims human reality is an alien-created hologram. First of all, I want to talk just a little bit about NASA because we could do an entire show on NASA. The word NASA or NASA in Hebrew, look this up. NASA, which is spelled Nashaw in Hebrew, Nasha or Nasa, which is the same pronunciation. It means beguiled or the deceptive one. This is the real meaning of NASA. It's not your National Aeronautic Space, whatever it means. It's not just that. The deeper meaning in Hebrew means the beguiled one, the deceptive one. That little red looking thing that's on their logo, that is affiliation with the snake's tongue. Everybody that's in NASA is a part of the Masons or the Order of Eastern Star. They're liars, they're deceitful, and that's what it is. NASA's a liar. The whole company is a liar. They never went to the moon. We can't get out of here. I mean, there's a firmament in between. There's waters above, then waters below. There's a video you can look up, or you can just Google search it if you don't want to watch the video. Look up Little Angel. Little Angel is an area of water that's near the Gulf of Mexico. And what it is that it is said that there's a lake within the ocean. What I mean by that is that these submariners, they took a trip trying to find one of the deepest parts of the ocean. Well, they went as low as they can go, and what happened was their ship bounced off of the ground. And when their ship bounced off of the ground, there's this transparent glass at the bottom of the ground. And they noticed that it was a lake at the bottom of the ocean. They saw ripples when they bounced off the ground. So there's a firmament above and below. That's according to the scripture. All right, but I'm not trying to jump off subject here. Part of the noise in the background. All right, so with that being said, NASA's a lie. They're liars. There's also a guy named Stanley Kubrick. I highly recommend this film. I recommend this film that if you decide to watch it, you watch it with a keen eye. Don't watch it for the entertainment, but watch it for the lies and the truth that they're putting in this movie. Well, long story short, the movie's called Eyes Wide Shut. And it's one of my favorite films because, goodness, I mean, they're telling so much truth in it. But the producer, Stanley Kubrick, before he died, one of his greatest secrets, he said on his deathbed that he recorded the entire NASA moon landing. Common sense tells you that why is it in all the pictures in space? Why is all the pictures in space that there's no stars in the background, right? That's just common sense. Like, where are the stars? Where did they put the stars? And if they had the ship taking off from the moon or coming to the moon, who was on the moon first recording it? That's what you need to think about as 2. 3, we live in a world of modern technology. During that time, it was still modern technology. Even during this time, before they canceled the so-called space program, we live in a world of technology. With that being said, why is it that no astronaut whatsoever has ever taken a selfie, has ever did a live, I don't even want to get into it. Why is it, I'm going to say one more thing and I'm going to leave it at this. Why is it that in 2015, there was a snorkeling device added to the NASA's spacesuit? Why did they add a snorkeling device? And y'all really think they went to the moon? Y'all really think that... All right, I'm done. Moving right along. Back to the topic at hand. Not on the mainstream news. NASA's scientist claims human reality is an alien created hologram. Another word for alien is demonic entity, a devil, a liar. There are no aliens. There's demons and there's reptilians. It's the same thing. Whether you call it alien, demon, reptilian, it's all one thing. Fallen angel, all one thing. With NASA reportedly on the cusp of announcing the discovery of an extraterrestrial race, one scientist says we're living in a hologram. A NASA scientist has come to the conclusion that our reality is an elaborate hologram created by an alien race. Dr. Rich Terrell, the director of the Center of Evolutionary Computation and Automated Design at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, has said that we can all be the creation of a cosmic computer programmer as opposed to a god. This is so much mockery to the Most High. The theory is backed by other scientists, but also has this I don't even want to read this crap. They're liars. They're going against the Most High, and they want these people to think that we were created by these alien beings. Forget all that. We were not created by these demons. Satan wants to claim everything. He wants to be just like the Most High. He would love to create us. That's why they're trying to do the transhumanism thing. They're trying to do these transgenders and the whole new transgender race. They want everybody to be either a transgender or a robot. Period. That's the new game. He's not procreation. He's anti-creation. A robot can't create. A transgender can't create. It's all against the will of the Most High. All right, moving on, and this will be the last. This will be the last of the news, not on the mainstream news. So, according to the Associated Press, marijuana sales in Nevada exceed stores' expectations. So, if you haven't known, or if you don't know, but now you know, marijuana is legal now in Las Vegas, in Nevada overall. So it reads, shots for marijuana at the Source Dispensary Saturday, July 1st in Las Vegas. Recreational plants are on display for the very first day. Yeah, so basically, yeah, this is legal in the entire state of Nevada, y'all. Wow. They're talking about long lines, and Nevada is the 5th state with shops selling pot to the public. And man, this is crazy. I'm pretty sure New York is next, and probably your city too. But don't forget the main subject of the show, tassels. And not only the tassels that we're supposed to wear, the blue tassels and the blue wristband at the bottom of our garments. Please keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of deception around. There's going to be a lot of other people wearing tassels of all these other colors. Rainbow, white, green, etc. And it won't be at the bottom of the garments. Satan is very deceiving. He wants to make it a style thing. He wants to make it seem like people are not waking up. But for you righteous, and for you true Jews, Hebrews, the Israelites, you know what you got to do. You heard this, now you're accountable for it. All right? You know what you got to wear, look it up. Always do your research. Always do your research. Black people are supposed to wear a particular type of clothing.